to start by examining the carton to make sure that there's no real damage. You know, there's a couple little marks, but there's nothing that went through the carton. So the carton looks okay. The next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we have the right model number of this Nordic Track exercise bike or cycle, and it's right over here, NTC. It should match up with the paperwork that we asked you to install. It's model SL730. So if that's all correct, then we'll begin by cutting these straps, and usually use this. And basically, I understand that we might just need an adjustable wrench on this, pretty much to tighten the pedals on this bike. But we'll get started in a moment. Okay, notice the position of the tread of the bicycle. I'm sorry, it is upside down. And the reason I turned it over and I'm kind of supporting it with my legs, remember, you want to have it on carpet, or you want to have some cardboard under it, or you have to bring a blanket with you so you don't create any problems for the homeowner. You just take this rear stabilizer like this, and you just put it on just like that. You take these barrel bolts that got threads all the way up, and a lock washer, which I've already put on, and you simply just hand tighten first, and then tighten them up with the Allen key that is provided for you in the instructions. That will be step one. In position. Okay, we have the rear stabilizer bar. Here's the part. You have that heavy part, the fatter part, going towards the back. I have the screws in my hand already. These are bolts that are a little different than the front ones, so make sure you read your instructions. These don't have threads all the way up. And I also got my Allen wrench with me, so I am positioning and supporting this thing myself. And I just put this on like this, and I get the bolts that I have already with me, and I get them all started individually. And once they're all started, then I tighten them up one by one. But you get them all started first before you start tightening anything. And that's pretty much the way these things go in. Okay, our next step is to attach this upright, which goes right into here. There's a wire that the manufacturer gives you, which is here, it was in here, and it comes out this end. I also have the bolts in my pocket, just to make it easier for me to get started, and I have the large Allen wrench. I have that with me as well. What you need to do is you need to hold this upright and grab a hold of this piece here, take the rubber band off, and you need to get this wire to go through here and out the other side. So basically what you do is you attach this to this in a way that it'll not come loose, and you work it in here, helping it through, not ever jamming it, and pulling it out this side here with this. And you just work it a little bit until you get it all the way through, and then we're going to, once it's through, we're going to insert it in here. Watch out we don't pinch the wires once it's all the way through, and we're going to put the two big bolts in through the front over here. That's the way this is going to go. But I got to work this. Okay, if you notice, what I decided after several attempts is to take the wire and run it through this wire so that we're pulling this clip straight up with this wire leading the way. But we have it through the middle of the clip. And then we're going to just attach this wire, and you no longer need this. But I think that's the best way, because it is a little difficult unless you feed it through here and straight. When you assemble this long bolt, it's the longest one in the box. You have this washer that's got like a little U to it. It's got a lock washer. The lock washer goes on first. Then the washer with the U faces this way, so it goes around this piece here once it gets hooked up. So make sure you put the lock washer first, then this little spacer with the U cut out, and you put it in this way, and you feed it all the way through. Same with the second one. It's identical. Just tighten them up. Okay, I just assembled it, but just one more note of caution. When you're putting this wire through